Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for joining Cooper's Thai Adventures with me and Mr. Brooke Schneider today. So, thank you all for coming. And before we start today's show, I would like to give a shout out. One of our subscribers posted in the Facebook group, AJ Van Dorn. I'm putting your name out there, by the way, that he wanted to have a little Halloween celebration at the Australian sports bar just down the road from us here, and it's called Fraser's. So quite a few people came there, and we had an absolutely great time. We had AJ there, his buddy Al was there as well. We had Bobby, we had Mr. Brooke Schneider, we had Ron, and we had Liz and her friend. So absolutely great night. And it was great to meet a lot of the new subscribers that I hadn't met before. And I learned that Phil T, who you see a lot on the comments here, he was one of our top 10 first subscribers. So he said when he went to click on it, it was below 10. But when he clicked on to join the channel, it did jump into the double digits. So he's not sure what it was. It was somewhere between 5 and 12 when he joined the channel. And he's been watching every video since the beginning. So thank you, Mr. Phil T. He is out here in Thailand on a vacation. Absolutely great guy. I've spent a couple of days with him now, and he is fantastic. And we met so many great people. And the Facebook group is really kicked off. How many are on the group now, Brooke?
Getting up to almost 600 now.
Almost
not far off.
Almost 600. And we've only had that group up and running a couple of weeks now.
I think it'll be 600 by the end of today.
Really?
Yeah, it's jumping.
It is
15,
fantastic.
20 a day.
And on the Facebook group, we can talk about things that we can't talk about on YouTube. And if you're interested in joining the Facebook group, it's full of expats for expats, and it's really easy to join. You just hit the thumbs up, followed by the subscribe button. We get a message on the YouTube analytics says you're now a subscriber. And we made it only for subscribers because we're trying to keep the bots out and the bad people out, as we have single women on there and we have families, and we have to respect them and keep the bad people out. And also, when you go on to our Facebook group, which you'll see in the banner down below, it says Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. There's 4 simple questions to ask. One of them is, do you support Cooper's Thai Adventures, which means you're a subscriber. Second one is obey by the admin rules, obey by the community rules. We don't have any haters on there, which is fantastic. And the last one is, why do you want to join the group? Just simple. I want to learn more about Thailand. I'm a subscriber. And we're getting people that are trying to join the group that have only had a Facebook page for maybe 1 or 2 days, and there's no picture on there. There's no details on there. So if you're making a Facebook page just to join the group, put in the description on there, hey, my name is Frank Sinatra from your YouTube channel, and it's that. And we will then recognize that, okay, you've just started a
You're
Facebook
not just a
group.
bot.
You're not just a bot trying to join the group and cause trouble in there. So we have to protect everybody on there, and I hope you appreciate it. Also, we've had a heck of a week this week. We've been down in Saray. So tonight's video, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert, is we showed a condominium complex in Saray. Absolutely beautiful sea view. Saray is about 30 minutes south of Pattaya, and it's down the Sukhumvit Road, the main road that runs down through here. And it's a lovely fisherman's village. A lot of people like it down there. They like the quiet life, get away from the hustle. A little quieter
even than our area.
Yeah, to get away from the hustle and bustle.
It's quieter than Pattaya, so it's you got everything you need here in Thailand.
And it's a great way to learn Thai, because there's a lot of Thai people down there. So you're going to be mixing with the locals. Great interaction. There's plenty of coffee shops, restaurants.
Great seafood restaurants, I've heard.
Great seafood restaurant, because it's a fisherman's village. So they go out there, get the daily catch, and then bring it in. So it is a fantastic retirement community out there in Saray. So we went there yesterday, and we filmed 2 condominiums, which are going to be up today and tomorrow. And then we're going back there Thursday to film another condominium and also a house for rent. And one of the condominiums, the one that's going to be out on tonight, is fantastic because it is pet friendly. So for those of you that have pets and they're larger than the 10 kilos that is allowed in the Riviera condominiums, or 5 kilos that are allowed for the Copacabana condominium, this one here said we'll allow pets up to 45 kilos.
45.
Well,
that's a big one.
That's a German Shepherd size condominium there. Yeah, so you could have the bigger dogs. So I think that's going to appeal to a lot of our subscribers that have the big pets. And there's also houses that are going to be coming out onto the videos very, very shortly. We're going to be filming our first house on Thursday. So tomorrow, looking absolutely forward to that. And then we have some great news for the channel. We're working on something behind the scenes that I can't say too much about because it's still in the legal process, but I think all of you are going to be thrilled. Once I get it all sorted out with our agent Singh, we will put it out on the channel exactly what we're doing. And we're going to get a lot more involved than what we already are to help you guys in your either vacation or your retirement out here in Thailand. So without further ado, let's get into today's
Wasn't that a great time at Fraser's?
It was.
Yeah, fantastic meeting all the subscribers, and everybody was smiling. You know what I mean? I noticed that. Eh?
And we have a new one on here, Dutch Buddha. Never heard of him. Hi, he says, and hello, Dutch Buddha, and thank you for joining us.
Black Ops, morning all.
Good morning, Mr. Black Ops.
Tom P, hello to all. Checking in from California.
And thank you, Tom, for joining us. Much appreciated.
There's Wendy. Hi from Dennis and Wendy.
And hello, Dennis and Wendy. They are in Canada and looking forward to coming out here shortly.
Bet you it's cold there now.
Well, I think they're in Prince Edward Island. So what's the weather like out in Prince Edward Island this time?
November, not too good.
Not too good. Okay.
Anthony Wilson, good morning.
And good morning, Anthony. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Much appreciated.
And Throckmorton, freeze warnings for Georgia tonight. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Oh, boy, Georgia, I don't miss those cold weathers.
Les Jennings, peace and blessings, everyone.
And thank you for coming on, Les.
Ed, good evening, all.
And good evening to you, Ed, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us.
Willie Shoemaker, morning from Bacolod, Philippines.
Bacolod, Philippines. Yeah.
Never been there.
No, I haven't been there either.
Jim Collis, hello, guys, from Sydney, Australia. Tom York, hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene, and everyone.
Yeah, Darlene is in the bedroom, and she is our channel moderator.
Steve Sun, hello, good evening. Happy Halloween, everyone. The Music Sanctuary, good evening, Coop, Brooke, Darlene, and everyone. Ed, plus.
And thank you, plus, for coming on and joining us. Go ahead and get the questions rolling, and we'll get this live stream started.
Joe Al, good morning from Montreal. 92 days. He's in the countdown.
He's below 100 now. So
yeah.
it's
get your list made up there, Joe Al.
Yeah.
Pete Johnson, hey strangers, late night here in the UK, but wanted to say hello. Hope everybody's good today.
And thank you, Pete, for coming on and joining us. Much appreciated.
Vietnam Viking, hello.
Another new one.
Yeah, hello from Nha Trang. I'm an Aussie who lives between Nha Trang and Jomtien. Thanks for your channel. We love it.
And thank you from Vietnam for joining us. Really, really appreciate it.
Wendy again. Dennis and Wendy here from New Jersey, USA.
Not Canada. Not Canada. Okay, my apologies, Wendy
not
and Dennis.
PEI.
Yeah.
Anti-stress kit. Happy Halloween. Do you celebrate in the condos?
Not in the condos, but we did go out for a lovely meal last night at Fraser's with about 10 subscribers. So
I was more than that there by the time you added it up, I would think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
you drove 6 of us back, so there's 6.
Yeah, they all fit in my pickup truck, and we got back here.
Jerry and Jennifer, hello from Central Florida.
And thank you for joining us, Jerry and Jennifer.
Lakeland area, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Dennis Richardson, hi from Bermuda. Best channel on YouTube. Keep up the great work.
From Bermuda. Wow.
Bermuda, nice.
Wow, that's, yeah.
Now, that's an expensive place to live, Bermuda.
Is it? I've never
I've
been.
heard that it is. Yeah,
I've
weather's
never been.
nice apparently, but
Yeah.
very expensive.
Hmm.
British ancestry, I think.
The only thing I know about Bermuda is the triangle.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, you remember back in the 70s, they used to have those TV series on weekly about ships going missing in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, airplanes and all sorts of things. And
So true.
is it all true?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Something to do with the currents and the gravity and
I don't know.
vortexes.
Yes.
Beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, some people were even saying, hey, it takes you to another dimension, and all of a sudden you're with ET, you know, in the middle of another galaxy. I don't know.
Toby Woods, good morning. You all have a great day.
And thank you, Toby, for coming on and joining us.
Adrian, greetings from South Florida, gents.
And greetings, Adrian from South Florida. Let's get the questions and the topics rolling, and we'll get into today's live stream.
Dennis Richardson, that's why I'm moving to Jump In April. Too expensive here. There you go.
And yeah, he's got an excellent point, Dennis, because last night at Fraser's, I really enjoy meeting new subscribers, and I always ask them the same question, you know, and that is, when you're here in Thailand, how do you find the prices compared to back in the West? So I sat outside with Liz, getting some fresh air with you and James. And I said to Liz, I said, you know, what's the prices like in Australia compared to here in Thailand? You know, I've never been to Australia, so I really don't know a lot about the country.
I've been a few times. It's expensive.
And she told me it is 75 to 80% cheaper here.
I believe it.
You know, and she's retired Army. God bless her soul, you know. And if you're watching this, Liz, she said she's not getting up this early. She'll watch it on the replay. But if you're watching this, Liz, thank you so much for last night. I really enjoyed talking to you. And, you know, 75 to 80%. That makes a huge difference, especially if you're on a pension and you're back in your home country. Everybody knows your pension doesn't go as far as what your regular salary does. So the fact that you can come out here and it's 75% cheaper for everything, including accommodation, food, electric, water, all your basic things that you need in life, that's a heck of a bonus and an incentive to want to come out and retire in Thailand.
And you can't buy a house in Australia for under $1 million.
Under $1 million?
Yeah, and it's not going to be much of a house for that. I was talking to James about that last night, and he said the same thing. He says the prices are ridiculous there. Now, they might be coming down because interest rates, how are they going to afford, 8% mortgages? Time will tell, but
no, that
day of reckoning.
That is.
Dennis L., are there more than one immigration office in different cities like Pattaya and Jomtien Beach?
Yes, there are in different cities all throughout Thailand, Dennis. We have one office here, and it is in Jomtien, and it covers the whole of Jomtien and Pattaya, Wongamat, and places like that. You've got them also in Chiang Mai, Udon Thani, Bangkok, Hua Hin. So they're scattered throughout Thailand. So there's plenty of immigration offices out here.
Yeah. Now, from what I have read and, each office can interpret
the laws and the rules
differently, which,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's just...
some are more strict than others, and others tend to be more lenient. I'm thankful that we're in Jomtien because it's one of the most lenient out of all of them in Thailand.
Well, and I think too, Coop, it's the fact we've got a good agent working on our behalf that knows this system. Yeah. Like if you're going to a different area, I guess my point is align yourself with a terrific agent that knows that's the rules and laws, how they're interpreted in the area you're going to. Yeah, because they can have different ideas in different places.
And another good way to research a good agent is if you find one that's, say, for example, you do a Google search and you're not sure if they're a good agent, go on Facebook, because most of these agents have Facebook pages.
Yep.
Read the reviews.
Yep.
Read the reviews, what people are saying about them, or, you can go on Reddit another good expat forum out here in Thailand. You can go out there and put in the, any recommendations for good agents in your area in Thailand, and they'll tell you the truth in there. They'll tell you.
Well, that's the nice thing with our Facebook page is it's so active. People are on there, and the questions they have, there's usually 5 to 25 comments on what to do and what to look for.
Giving excellent advice. Yes.
Young Me Dickerson, still in Oklahoma, waiting to get to Thailand soon.
And thank you, Young Me Dickerson, for joining. Another new one. Thank you for joining the live stream. Yeah, I've not seen that name before.
Puppy looks familiar.
Really, really appreciate it.
Ate Lynn, hello, tubers. Good morning. It was a great night last night for everybody. Thank you, everyone.
And you're more than welcome. Lynn is Bobby's wife. There are 2 newest subscribers that have moved in here to
from the Philippines.
From into Dusagram Part 2, where we live, and they're absolutely loving it. Bobby is tickled pink. He had enough of the Filipino food and wanted some expat food. And I asked him last night. I said, Bobby, how you finding the food here? The biggest smile I'd ever seen on the guy's face, and he says, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
He's a kid again.
Yeah.
Willie Shoemaker, Bacolod Negro Occidental, 4 hours north of Dumaguete, just across from Iloilo. Kind of sleepy here. Looking forward to moving over to Thailand in January. Willie and Bernadette.
Well, it'll be great to have you out here, Willie and Bernadette. We've got quite a few expats here with their Philippine girlfriends and wives. You and I are both in that shoes. We both have Filipino wives. Bobby's got his wife here. Troy's got his girlfriend here. And there's a couple other subscribers here.
Fergie's got one.
Yeah, that have got their wives and girlfriends here. So we're building up a great community, and Bernadette's going to fit right in. We have quite a lot of Filipinas here.
Yes. Morpheus, Kia Oro from New Zealand, new subscriber, and love hearing about Thailand. Trying to convince the wife to retire to Thailand as I'm sick of the cold weather. Well, you're going to love the weather here.
It's kind of cold out there in New Zealand. Yes.
I think New Zealand's fairly expensive too, from what I've heard.
It is. I got a friend of mine. He lives in Christchurch in New Zealand. He says it's absolutely expensive there.
Yeah.
And they had that bad earthquake in Christchurch, and they were rebuilding it. And he says the property prices are absolutely going through the roof.
I would advise the wife to look at the budget, Morpheus, and you can probably have just as good or better standard of living for a lot less cost here.
Yeah, and thank you for subscribing. It's really appreciated.
TJ, Mr. Magoo from the Midwest. Good evening in 0 degrees Celsius.
With snow.
With snow. Have a good chat.
And what we feel for you, brother. Come on out here when you get a chance and enjoy the sun.
Dennis L., can you earn money via the internet while on a retirement visa?
You can. And providing you're not earning the money in Thailand, there is a catch-22. So let's say, for example, Dennis, that you're into stocks or bonds or anything like that, like Mr. Schneider and I are, and you're paying taxes in your home country because of the double tax rule. They don't penalize you here in Thailand for it. So absolute great there. And you can have your interest or your dividends, whatever, paid directly into your Thai account here in Thailand, providing that you're paying taxes for it in your home country or wherever it is that you may be investing. Now, I'm with IBK in New York, and they take out the taxes automatically on the interest that I earn. And the remainder of the interest goes into my Thai bank account, and I have zero problems because I can show that I was taxed for it in the U.S. and perfectly legal in that respect.
The other thing, Dennis, if say you're looking at doing some online work here, whether it's publishing or other things, you could be consulting, whatever. I would say if you've got a VPN for your home country and the banking is done through your home country, so really nothing is coming into Thailand, that's a good way to look at it, is what I would be doing if you're, looking to make some money doing that.
Yeah.
Plain Dave. There's Plain Dave. Hello from Las Vegas. What? Yeah, mini vacay. Some business headed home Thursday. Glad to catch the live.
And thank you, Dave, for coming on and joining us. Looking forward to meeting you too.
Adrian, moving there spring of 25. Cost of living here getting ridiculous. Last week, electric company raised rates 20%. That's inflation for you.
That is inflation for you, 20%. And where are you, Adrian? What country raised the rates 20%? It'd be great if you tell us in the live stream.
The one thing here, Adrian, the electrics is government regulated. And
it is. Most of it is government regulated. Yeah. So I always ask the condominiums that we go to, I speak to the owners directly, and we're getting involved in a lot with the owners instead of the agents to save you guys money for coming out here. That's one thing that we are looking at doing in the channel. And I asked them straight out the bat, is the water and electricity at government rate? Because some condominiums, they do, some they go through the local water and electricity company, and the government rate is by far the cheapest.
Yes.
So that's where it saves you money.
We're very excited about meeting you all in February. Thank you for all you guys do. Hope your channel doesn't change too much.
Why would it change? No, we're going to keep it the way it's going. Everybody seems happy. Our subscriber base is jumping through the roof. We gained 100 extra subscribers in just the last 24 hours. So it is really, really jumping the channel. And we owe it to all of you. So thank you so much. And we've even had subscribers tell us, hey, Cooper, we like your channel so much. We posted it on our social media page, on our LinkedIn. Some people have posted it on Facebook. Some people have posted it on WhatsApp and other things and say, hey, watch Cooper's Thai Adventures. We're really enjoying their channel.
I was telling Coop this morning. Yeah, well, I was telling Coop this morning, it's great that it's such a positive channel, positive influence, helping people. And, the subscriber growth is tremendous. And I believe that's why it's not negativity like some of the other stuff in the news today. Dennis L., do you have a video about what to do first after you arrive, starting from when you get to the airport?
No, we haven't, but I think that's a subject that you wanted to touch on your Money Matters. That was something that we discussed.
We'll get more in depth in that. I think if you went back and looked at the videos, Dennis, there's lots of segments in videos that answer that question, but not a whole video on that question. So yeah, that's a good point. We should maybe
we'll
look at that.
Definitely consider that. Thanks, Dennis, for that. And Adrian, South Florida.
Oh, that's expensive.
So South Florida has raised the electric rates by 20%. 20%. Thank you, Mr. DeSantis, who's the governor of Florida, for doing that.
Morpheus, hopefully my Bitcoin will help pay for my dream Thai retirement plans in the next couple of years. And yes, New Zealand and Aussie property, crazy expensive. Respect to you both for great on-ground Thai lifestyle advice.
And thank you for that comment, Morpheus. That was something I was going to bring up in the live stream. I want to buy some Bitcoin. I'm having a little bit of problems getting it all set up here in Thailand. As soon as you tell these companies that sell the Bitcoin, hey, I'm not in America, I'm in Thailand, all of a sudden the red flags go up. I'm trying to work around it with a VPN, maybe use my mom's address in Arizona, whatever I need to do. But in the last month, Bitcoin has jumped $9,000. So if you bought Bitcoin a month ago and you paid $25,000, today it's at $34,000. And that right there is 30% interest, 33% interest just for 1 month of holding a Bitcoin. You're not going to make any interest like that anywhere in the world, so hats off to those that own the Bitcoin. I'm jealous.
To Morpheus and anyone else, planning a retirement here, definitely open an account, a trading account, stock account, whatever, in your home country. Because if you've got it set up there, it doesn't matter where you are, you can do your trading. Okay. Coop's issue is, unfortunately, we didn't do that. So now we're trying to do that here. But, there's some things aren't recognized in Thailand and, who knows. But and lastly, with your Bitcoin purchase, it definitely will help pay for your dream here. But I would advise don't ever sell it because it'll just keep, escalating.
I think so too. And I think when it gets the ETF approval, it's going to skyrocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy Walker. Hi, Andy from England. Would 2,000 euros, 2,000 euros, that'd be a decent budget staying at this too? Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be a fantastic budget.
Yeah.
2,000 euros, as that's I think that's just over 2,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
I think the euro is just that little bit stronger than
I think it's 106 to $1. So
yeah. So 2,000. That is an excellent budget, Andy. And I know people out here that are living on half of that as single men, and they're enjoying the good life.
Yep.
Yeah, they're enjoying the good life. So yeah, fantastic budget.
Pete Johnson, don't be in the UK for electric. Prices have been so high that the government had to make support payments to everybody to help out.
And that happens quite a lot in England. The pensioners tend to be getting it the worst in England because they're on maybe a fixed state pension, and their pension isn't enough to cover the heating costs for the winter. And every year in England, pensioners die because too cold. They're dying. They're catching colds, getting fevers and stuff like that. And it's a pretty sad thing that that the pension is so low and the costs are so high in England. I remember when I was there in London, it was just regular news that they'd found pensioners dead in the homes in the winter because they couldn't afford the heating bills.
I think there's a lot of countries in the same situation as England.
Yeah.
Pete Johnson in 2022. Gotta love Thailand. Good morning, guys.
And good morning to you.
Thank
you. And thank you for joining. I absolutely love it here.
Michael S. If I move there and get a retirement visa, I have to keep 800,000 baht for the first year to get this. I thought I could use my income for this instead.
And Michael, we did have a live stream just last Saturday with Mr. Singh, and he says he can jump over walls, and there is a workaround. I can't say any more than that on our YouTube channel. Join our Facebook group if you haven't already done it, and it's all explained in there. It's a private group. So with a private group, we can say things that we can't say in a public group or on YouTube. But don't worry too much about that. That's all I can say on that. And you will be pleasantly surprised. So if you haven't already, Michael, hit the subscribe and the thumbs up button. Come over to Facebook group. You'll see it down there in the banner down below. Our Facebook group is called Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. Come and join there. And all those questions are answered in there several times. And I'm sure you're going to love what you're reading in there.
One last thing, and the other thing I'd say to Michael and anyone else listening is, in my opinion, you're better to keep as much money in your home country as possible.
Yes.
And interest rates now are so high, on money market funds, CDs, 6 month, 1 year money, you make a great return. And, even hiring an agent, you probably have enough money.
And the interest rates in Thailand are only just about 1%.
If that.
1%. Yeah. And some are even less than that.
Wendy, true or false? Thais like crisp money with no marks or writing on it and small bills. I never found that.
No, she's absolutely correct. If you go to the bank and you want to change your holiday currency into it, if there's any folds or anything in it, they won't accept it. Any markings on there, some places that you go to, bank tellers will often, if you get, $1,000 or whatever, they'll write the number 10 on one of the bills. They won't accept it here. So you got to be aware of that. And when I came here, what I said to the bank is, I want brand new bills, no markings.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell them before you before you leave the country, and put them, get the bank to put them in a secure envelope, and then put that in either a bum bag or a purse or something like that. And then when you get here, you'll have no problem changing it. But they are strict on it in regards to if there's any folds or tears or any writing on it, they just refuse to accept it.
I misunderstood the question, Wendy. I thought you were referring to in country with Thai baht. But Cooper answered it correctly. You're probably asking what when I bring currency here, make sure it's crisp and bigger bills are better. I brought US, even though I'm from Canada. $100 bills, no creases, and as Coop said, right in the bum bag. And I think you're allowed up to, what is it, 10,000 you can bring in?
20,000 US.
Yeah,
you can
which you don't need, in my opinion. But anyways, that's
Now, one thing I will add on to that, Wendy, is half of that is right, the other half is wrong. And what's wrong is the small bills. At the banks, what you'll find when you change your money is the larger bills, you get a better rate. The ones, the fives, the 10s, and the 20s, you tend to get a smaller exchange rate. The 50s and the 100s, you get the better exchange rate. So what I would advise you to do is bring the bigger bills because you're going to get that better exchange rate.
Yep. Wendy again, paper or plastic recycling and jumped in. Thanks. That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'm not entirely sure on that. I rarely see paper out here. When you go to the grocery store, they tend to give you plastic bags. I've never seen the paper bags out here that we get in the West. In America, they always ask you at the cash register, you want paper or plastic. Yeah. But it's mainly plastic. All the condominiums that you live in out here, on most of them, they'll have a room dedicated for trash on each floor. You go in there and they got the big trash cans. You put your trash in there, and they do recycling here. I do know there's several.
I think they do. I don't know how much. I've seen some of the people leaving with garbage, and it's all plastic. So hopefully that is going to a recycler.
It does. They do have big recycling.
Other people are mixing everything together and putting it in the trash. So who knows what happens. Dennis L., can you use the 800,000 TIBOT that you put in the bank on a retirement visa? Meaning, can it go under that amount, or does it have to stay at least a minimum of 800K?
Okay, you can use that amount, but 3 months before your visa is due to retire, it has to have that amount in there. Again, Dennis, go on our Facebook group. We put it all out on there, and the agents can take care of all that for you. They're fantastic out here in what they do. So there you go on that.
Ed, appreciation, not interest.
Yeah, on houses and everything else.
Dr. Carlo, just wanted to say hello to both of you. See you soon.
And looking forward to it, Carlo. Can't wait for you to come out and join us, brother.
Pete Johnson, alternatively, there are non-KYC Know Your Customer exchanges, which will let you sign up to purchase your Bitcoin crypto. So it doesn't matter where you live. You just need to do a Google search for them.
And I've tried using crypto.com, and now I'm trying Coinbase. My IBK account won't let me buy Bitcoin, which is a pain in the neck. So it's just a matter of searching and finding a good one that will.
Dr. Carlo, by the way, it's my 71st birthday today.
Happy birthday, wow. Dr. Carlo.
Happy birthday
and hope you have a heck of a lot more out here in the sun.
Next birthday will be in Thailand.
There you go. There's something to look forward to, a goal.
Dennis L., sorry, guys, I didn't see Michael's question. Great information. Thank you.
And no problem. No problem at all.
Morpheus. Yes, plan keeping my property, bank accounts, crypto local to New Zealand, no matter where I end up in the world. Just easier for me, in my opinion, and transfer money to Thailand, etc. as you need it. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Both of us. Yep. Yeah. Both thumbs up. That's exactly what we do.
Good plan, Morpheus. Yeah. Michael S., thank you. I watched Mr. Singh's broadcast and it just confused me more. I am subscribed to the Facebook group. Thanks for all you do.
Wow, confused
Michael, the reason you had a confusion is he's used some words that you don't understand. Okay, that's all, because then the confusion starts and the rest of it doesn't make any sense. But email him with your exact questions, and if you'll get an email back that will explain everything. He's good that way,
and he'll talk to you on WhatsApp. He's told me
WhatsApp,
already.
there you go. So
that several of our subscribers have reached out to him, and he's had phone calls with him. He spent 30 minutes with one of my subscribers in California, and he said he went through all the details with him in detail.
Yeah,
and he was pleasantly surprised, and it really made the difference to him. And he will. Singh is fantastic, Michael. He will take the time and explain it to you in a way that he can't explain it to you on YouTube. So just that's all. I can't say a lot on it. There are restrictions, and YouTube's got strict rules that we have to adhere to as YouTube bloggers, that we have to abide by the community guidelines and everything else. There's a lot that we can't say and that we can. So that's why we have to be sort of cryptic about this. But go ahead and reach out to him. I did a video with him just last week where I interviewed him at his office. He put all his contact details there. He did everything. He put his phone number, he put his email, he put his WhatsApp number, his Line app number. And he said anybody can contact him anytime from our channel, and he's more than happy to talk to him and go through it all with you if there's any confusions that you have, brother.
He's got all the answers, and if there's something you don't understand, simply ask, hey, what do you mean by that? I don't understand. Explain it to me, maybe in a different way. But yep.
And he'll explain it to you in
great.
Layman's terms. He's fantastic.
Randy, key 8. If I'm over 50, but my wife is under 50, I assume she could be under a dependent visa. If so, would I need to keep 1.6 million in the Thai bank? How's that work?
No, all you need is 800,000. You do not require the 1.6 to put her as a dependent. So you don't have to worry about that. I put my wife Darlene as a dependent. Brooke has put his wife Jackie as a dependent, and our bank balance did not need to change whatsoever here in Thailand. So even if she's over 50, for the first year, you have to both have a retirement visa. After the first year, you can then put her, transfer her as a dependent. So your visa costs go down after that. And also, when you're working with agents out here, your first visa for your retirement visa, you get 3 months and then 12 months. The first initial visa is expensive. It's about $1,000 thereabouts, depending which agent you use and the exchange rates, of course. And then when you go to renew that visa, what happens is the cost goes down by half for the renewal. It's just the initial startup. They got out, put all your stuff in the computer system. It's very easy. All you do is you just pay the fee and give your passport to the agent. They do all the paperwork. You don't get involved in any part of it. You don't need to bring anything out here with you. Just your passport and pay the fee to the agent. That's how easy it is to get a retirement visa. I've never known a country in the world that it's this easy to get a retirement visa.
They're not asking for bank documents or bank totals. As I said earlier, get a good agent, keep your money invested. And, it's the way to do it.
And they're not asking for a big FBI background check or anything like that. It's just straightforward. Give your passport, pay the fee, and the agent does all the work. And it's great.
It's simple.
It's simple.
I came here not looking for any drama. I don't want the paperwork. I don't want to stand in line for hours and hours, trying to speak in a language I don't even understand. That's why I hire an agent.
Yeah, ditto.
Yep. Chrissy, hey, Coop, if I get there the first or second week of April, will I be able to get a good long-term rental rate just before high season ends?
And yes, you will, Chris, because what you'll be doing is you'll be renting at the end of high season and going into low season. So if you're going to be doing a long-term rental, they're going to be rubbing their hands with glee saying, hey, great, absolutely fantastic. I've now got my condominium rented out for the low season, where normally it would sit empty until the next high season.
Yeah.
So they're going to get 7-8 months rental in the low season, and they will be absolutely ecstatic. So yeah, that is a good time to be making deals.
You might, Chris, even when you get here, that timing, you might want to take a month in a rental just to see, hey, do I like this building? Do I want to look at other units? You're still going to be in low season at the end of the month, and then, hey, you've had time to, search and look around.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do it Brooks way, you can pay the 1 month the high season price. It's not going to break the bank. It's generally like $150 more for the month.
Exactly.
And then you're going to be right smack in the middle of low season, which is May, the end of April. So you could shop around then to find the ideal place for you. But if you found a place that you like, send us an email at cooperstieadventure@gmail.com, Chris, and we'll do what we can to help you book it.
Ed, need more thumbs up, people.
Yes, and please, if you're watching, hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a penny. We got 72 people online here, so thank you so much for all of you for joining us. And said with love.
There you go.
And Ed sends a $1.99 super thanks, and thank you so much, Ed, for that. Really, really appreciate it, brother.
Shonda Cooper. Hey, guys, would you believe a so-called friend of mine who moved to Thailand recently was trying to charge me $3,500 for information you guys tell me for free?
And there are.
What a scam that is.
There are, Shonda. There are a lot of bloggers out here that are absolutely milking it. I've had subscribers tell me, hey, I called X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to put anybody's name out here. My channel is not about bashing other YouTubers or anything like that, but they've called these other vloggers, and the vloggers have said, hey, if you want to talk to me, you got to pay. I've heard of some that charge $300. I've heard of some that even charge $1,000 just to give them a consultation on a phone, to go over and tell them what they need when they're here in Thailand, or some advice about condominiums or areas or anything like that. And they're charging crazy money for their time. And I've always put out that our time is absolutely for free. If you want to email us and ask us to give you a call, we're more than happy to do it. And I'm not going to ask you for a single penny. Yeah. Some people say, hey, it's not fair. You do a lot for us. We really appreciate it. And they'll buy us a coffee, as a thank you. And we appreciate that. It's a tip. We don't mind if you want to do that. And if you don't want to do it, it's not required on our channel. Shonda has reached out to us several times. I've spoken to her on the phone a couple of times. Absolutely lovely lady. And I never asked her for a penny. So her statement is absolutely true. I don't ask anybody for any money that wants to reach out to us on the channel.
And that's why your channel's growing gangbusters. You're straight up, you're a straight shooter, you don't ask for anything.
Well, I have my disability. YouTube is not my main income. So I have my disability that I get from the States, and that's more than enough for me and Darlene to live out here and have a good life. I didn't make the YouTube channel to make money. I made the YouTube channel to help people. And maybe that's why our subscriber count is going up as fast as it is. And I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, I've met other YouTubers out here. They've been running for 2 years and they're still not got monetized. We got it monetized in 3 weeks.
Months, yeah.
3 weeks. 3 weeks we got monetized. And thank you for that comment, Shonda. And to any others, if you watching, if you want to email us, send us an email at cooperstieadventure@gmail.com. We're more than happy to answer your questions. And if you're in Canada or America, we can call you on the phone. If you're outside of that area, include a WhatsApp number. I can add you to WhatsApp. I have no problem anybody having my WhatsApp details. And we'll get in touch with you and help you answer your questions if you want to ask us in private.
Wendy, do you need a fishing license to fish off the shore of the beach, lake, ponds, or rivers?
That's a good question. I have no idea, but I know there's plenty of fishing trips that you can go on. You can go to deep sea fishing out here. I don't think there is a requirement for a fishing license.
I don't think so. I've seen people fishing at the beach, and
Yeah, I've not heard of that, but I will ask. I will ask my agent about that and let you know, Wendy.
Shonda Cooper, I'm no longer friends with them, by the way.
And I don't blame you. $3,500 just to talk to them. My God, I mean, what's this guy got or woman got that that they're asking so much money? I mean, what do they got? 10 million subscribers. to be asking for that kind of money is absolutely ridiculous. And again, we do it all for free. I'm not asking for anything. We just enjoy helping people. I got asked last night when we're out at dinner, hey, Cooper, how are you making money? I got my disability. I'm happy with that.
I got my Bitcoin,
and they're like, but you're not charging anybody, you're doing all your time and giving all up your retirement time to help people. And I said, yeah, because I enjoy helping people. I get a kick out of meeting new people, meeting great people, sitting down, talking to them, listening to their life experiences. It's all a learning process for me too. And, I'm sharing information about Thailand, and it's great. I absolutely love what I do. And if I didn't enjoy what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it. No. I would have quit YouTube months ago.
But the thing is, the good you put out in life, and that's what Coop's doing here, hopefully I'm helping a bit, will come back to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually tenfold. So just keep doing what you're doing, and hey, it'll definitely come back. And the other thing I would say, we have a community now. When we first got here, I was nervous. I wouldn't have came on my own without you and Darlena because of Jackie. Who's she going to talk to? There's no Filipinas here. So we decided to come together.
Mm-hmm.
At least I knew the girls were going to be looked after, because the guy, hey, I could be good anywhere, and I'm sure you could too. Well, now I think we've got like 8 of them, expats with Filipinas in the complex. So now our community is here. It's growing, and you should see these girls. They're having a ball out there, laughing, carrying on, enjoying the saunas, the swimming, and the guys are having fun too. So
well, since I joined this channel, I've worked it out now, and I've got up to a count. We've got 112 subscribers here that from watching our channel alone made the decision to come to Pattaya and Jomtien, and they're absolutely loving it. I'm speaking to every single one of them, on a daily basis, either via WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, and they're absolutely loving it here. They couldn't be more thrilled. So,
well, it's all because of you. I mean, I still remember the subscriber. His whole plan was going to the Philippines until he watched your videos, and then he came and he's happy as a clam. You know?
That's Wash.
Wash. There you go. Yep, that's right.
And Brian Free says, good morning, guys. And good morning, Brian. Thank you for joining us.
Chrissy, IBK is in New York, and New York has regulations on purchasing crypto.
And if I would have known it at the time, I wouldn't have put my money in IBK, but they're giving one of the best interest rates.
Yeah, you're making good interest. So
I'm getting 4.85% interest on my savings.
Daily.
Which is calculated daily, which is great. You see it go up on the bar graph daily. Which is great, but the downside is that they don't allow you to buy crypto.
Michael S., what are the stamps or tickets they sell on the street in a wooden box there? I've seen those. It's lotto tickets.
They are lottery tickets. And what it is, they have the Thai lottery. I believe it's weekly. And you don't choose your number in the Thai lottery system like we do in the West. You go into the 7-Eleven, you fill out your little ticket thing, or news agent in England, whatever. You fill out your little tickets and you choose your 6 numbers and you hand it in. They're already pre-chosen here. And one of those numbers is guaranteed to win. Okay. So there are no rollovers as such that like we have in the States. So it's just a matter of
how much are the tickets? I've never even looked because
I don't know. I know the Thais like buying them, and they look for their lucky number, that's there, and they do. That's their Thai lottery that they have.
Time I see one.
Yeah.
Ed, I should have clarified. Bitcoin has 30% appreciation, not interest. Sorry, but definitely a difference.
Yeah, it is appreciated 30%. You're absolutely right.
Brian Free, I was just wondering if it's okay to wear our wedding rings when we are in Thailand, or is this something that should be left at home? We are coming for 90 days in January. Rings are gold and diamonds.
Mine is gold right here, and it is a diamond as well. I'll show you there. I do have the diamonds on my wedding ring, and it's no problem. You can wear it here.
No problem.
No problem whatsoever. If you're coming to the Jomtien, Pattaya area, don't worry about theft, as it's very, very, very rare here. In Bangkok, I might want to hide it and put it in the safe in the room.
Big city,
big cities, you know, like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles,
Toronto, Vancouver,
London, you know, you're going to have, you know, pocket pinchers and stuff like that. You got to watch out for it. That's worldwide. But out here where we live, crime is very rare and you won't have a problem.
Tommy Lee, good morning, guys.
And good morning, Tommy. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Dennis L., you guys are killing the people who do consultations. Plus. That's one of the main reasons the channel is growing so fast. Absolutely.
And you know what, Dennis, you're absolutely right. And one of the funny things that's happened to me since I've started this YouTube channel is I'm getting other YouTubers bashing me. And though they've been writing in the comments saying, Cooper, what you're saying is absolutely untrue, blah, 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 you know, and
jealousy,
you know, and my wife, Darlene, she says, ignore them. Just ignore them. They're trying to get a rise out of you, but I don't ignore them. I come back with the facts and they shut up. They do. I've even got emails from other YouTubers saying, hey, why are you doing this? You're ruining my business. And I'm saying, sorry, buddy. But, you know, I don't believe in charging people for what I do. And if you're offended by it, then you deal with it. But I'm going to continue doing what I do because that's who I am. I believe I'm a good Christian. I'm ex-military. And all my life, I believed in helping people. I believe that what you give, you get back tenfold. And that's why we do what we do. And I've had, you know, several YouTubers from both the Philippines and here in Thailand message me saying, hey, stop doing what you're doing. You know, you're giving us a bad reputation. I said, I'm not trying to give you a bad reputation. I'm here bringing a community together
of happy people,
you know, people that want to retire and enjoy life. And what you're doing on your channel is you're selling the sex industry here in Thailand, which I want no part of. And I don't put on my channel. I said, so you stay your way, I'll stay my way, you know, and thank you for your comment. You know,
stay in their own lane. Yep.
Yeah. I have had that happen.
Dr. Carlo, regarding visa runs, I live in Guatemala and pay someone $83 US to do a visa run for me every 3 months. Is it similar when you hire Mr. Singh? You probably won't have to do a visa run. Depending if you're looking at a retirement visa.
Now,
you know.
I believe you said, Carlo, that you're coming out here and retiring. So there's no need to do a visa run on a retirement visa. All you have to do is every 90 days report to immigration, and you don't even have to do it yourself. You can give your passport to the agent and he or she can do it for you. No problem. They just go in there and update your paperwork on the system, straightforward. And then you got to do it again at the end of the next 90 days. But no visa runs needed if you're doing the retirement visa process.
Matthew Barton, good evening, guys.
And good evening, Matthew. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Willie Shoemaker, he was a famous sulky driver, I believe, or horse driver. Anyways, okay. It is just me, or is it getting harder and harder to get a condo for a month or so? Many I have talked to only will do a 1-year lease. It makes it hard to rent to see if you like before the long commitment.
I would say
maybe with high season, it's getting a little harder now.
High season is when they rent month to month mainly, because that's when the tourists come.
Yeah.
Of course, landlords want a 1-year contract with their tenants because then they got them there all year round. You know, people buy these condos for investments, and they may say to the agent, you know, hey, I want to rent out this condo for, you know, a year at a time. I want to make monthly income. Well, a lot of these owners, they put what they want, but it's not always what they get.
No,
you know, and the realtors will say, sure, okay, no problem. You know, we'll put that on our site, and the place stays empty and empty and empty and empty. And then they get mad. They get in touch with the realtor and say, hey, why is my place sitting empty? Well, because we've had several people have come and interested in renting your condo for 2-3 months. And we've had to tell them, sorry, that you're unwilling to do that. So you've lost business. And all of a sudden they change their mind and say, oh, if you can get 2-3 months, go ahead and do it. So, you know, the new owners that come out, people that buy condos and they're buying them for the first time out here, all of them are the same. They all ask for the 1 year. But after 6 months of earning no income, they soon change their mind.
And
that's
cash
what I'm
talks
finding.
turkey. So if you know, say, hey, I got the money here, I'll rent for 1 month. If I like it, I might stay. You might get the deal. There's definitely thousands of condos.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is my first high season, so we'll see how many get rented, but I'm sure they're not all rented. So
well, there's about 5,000 complexes out here.
Bingo.
In the whole Chonburi area. Now, Chonburi is the province where we live. It covers Pattaya, Jomtien, Wongamat, all the dark side, all the areas around here.
Saray even.
And Willie, if you're having any problems, send us an email. Let us help you out. We'll do it for free. We're not going to ask you for a single penny. And we'll contact them for you and see what we can do for you. Send us an email at cooperstieadventure@gmail.com with the dates of when you want to come out here, how long you're looking to stay, what condominium that you're interested in, and your budget. And let us do the work. We're out here, boots on the ground. You're overseas. I know it's a lot harder for you. We're here. We're only just a phone call away. And, if need be, I'll drive over there and talk to them. I'll go that far for our subscribers because I want to make sure that everybody has a great vacation or retirement out here.
Yeah. Okay.
And commitment. You're absolutely right. And Dennis L sends a $10 super thanks and says 5 for Cooper and 5 for Brooks. Thank again. And thank you, Dennis. Much appreciated. I'll take Brooke later on and we'll go have an Amazon coffee on you.
Oh, goody.
Both of us love our Amazon
we'll
coffee.
Be thinking of Dennis.
Yeah.
Shonda Cooper, there's a special place in heaven for you guys.
And that. Thank you. Thank you. God does say you reap what you sow, and hence why I'm trying to help everybody else. And hopefully when I get up to heaven, God's gonna, thank me for what I've done and recognize that I've been the best Christian I can. I don't preach to anybody on the channel. I don't put that out there, but that's just who I am inside. I love helping people.
I'm good till 92, and then I'm taking it year by year. And Throckmorton, Mr. Singh said, "Bring my passport." Blah.
That's it. She spoke to him, and she said, "What do I need to bring?" He said, "Your passport and one other ID." Oh, there she goes. One other ID. That's all you need.
Good.
To be able to get your retirement visa. They ask for 2 photo IDs, one being a passport, other one can be a driver's license, state ID, social security card if yours has a photo on any photo ID, tax number ID, anything with a photo on it, and they'll accept it. It's just for opening your bank account.
The Music Sanctuary. Brooke, if I maintain my BMO account with direct deposit of my monthly pensions, what method do you recommend transferring from BMO to a Thai bank account when living there on a permanent basis? Okay. What you can do is you can actually transfer directly from BMO to your Thai bank account. I don't recommend that. I'm not sure what BMO charges, but I'm with TD and they were going to hose me on the exchange rate. Mm-hmm. So in the past videos, go back and watch them if you haven't. I recommend like using Wise as your transfer because the exchange rate is phenomenal. And then it's instantaneously from Wise into your Thai bank account. So it's all done within the same, 30 seconds. Rate was tremendous that way. So that's what I would recommend.
Yeah. Great advice.
Tommy Lee, with all your sincerity, you guys will be blessed.
Thank you, Tommy. Much appreciated.
Shonda Cooper, will you guys ever do night markets?
For videos, I did Jomtien night market about 2 months ago. Shonda, I did a complete tour around the night market there. If you haven't already seen the video, go on the channel, scroll down, and you'll see the picture and the banner there says Jomtien Night Market, and you can go watch the video. It's a fantastic night market here in Jomtien.
The other one, Coop, and Wash mentioned this one, is the one down towards Lotus.
Yes.
On Tepeset. He said that is tremendously huge.
That is a big night market, but here's the problem. I've been wanting to go in there and film for a while, but all the different stalls are playing loud music, and it's all copyrighted. It drives me nuts because as a YouTuber, if I go in there and I film, what happens is they got the loud music playing. I go to upload it on YouTube and they say, you can't do that. If you put it up on YouTube, you'll be demonetized. you know, and there's restrictions involved. And, you know, people said, hey, Cooper, just go in and film it and then do a voiceover. Well, I'm now making twice the work for Darlene for the editing, you know, and my God, you know, my poor wife spends 4 to 6 hours editing videos every single day. If I go in and do like an hour filming of the market, because there's that much to see, it's huge, you know, I have to do a voiceover for most of it because just like I said, every other stall is playing loud music. And it kills it for, you know, us that want to make the content out here.
Anti-stress kit. Love the Lotus walkthrough. Plus, plus, plus. Did you happen to notice Cheerios in the cereal aisle?
Cheerios in the cereal aisle. I don't know. I saw Kellogg's. I saw Rice Krispies. I
cornflakes. I've
seen cornflakes. I don't know about Cheerios, but I did do a video on a expat supermarket that's here. They had the Weetabix and they had the shredded wheat cereal there. And there's another supermarket that is in Patia opposite Terminal 21 Mall.
Okay.
It's a big expat supermarket. And I'm trying to get permission to go in there. And I believe they do have Cheerios in there. I have seen their website, and they had it on the website along with what's that 4-leaf clover cereal?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
And they had the Lucky Charms in there as well.
Wow, that's
so I'm going to contact him and see if I can get permission to film in there, because a lot of them are quite strict. They don't want you to film in their supermarkets because they don't want the competitors to know what they're selling and what the prices are. So
karma.
And karma. I do believe in karma. Anthony Wilson sends a $5 super thanks and says, thanks for all you do. God bless you, Anthony. Thank you for that. That is really, really appreciated.
Matt G. Hi, guys. Thanks for doing the live stream. Great info. I'm 40 years old and want to retire in Thailand soon. Well done, Matt. Do I have a good visa options without having to do border runs every 30 to 90 days? Thank you.
And he says, I'm 40 and want to retire in Thailand. Okay, so you have several options, Matt. You can't get the retirement visa as you're too young. But what you can do is you can get the education visa, which will allow you to stay in Thailand up to 1 year with no border run. It is renewable, but you have to, at the end of the year, you have to do a border run. So you can go to Laos, Cambodia, walk across the border, buy your duty free, and then walk back across the border, and you can get the education visa, and it's renewable. You can just keep doing that. That is one option that you have there. The other option that you have is getting one of the elite visas. You can get the 5-year elite visa, the 10-year, 15, and 20-year elite visa, but you have to pay for it. And on our last live stream that we did with Singh, he went over all the details on that, Matt. But he's saying that's really a last option to do because Thailand has raised the prices on them, you know, like 30-40%.
Yeah.
And that they priced a lot of people out. I think they're going to have to rethink that because they're hoping that they can get more money and more investments. But the more expensive you make it, the harder you're making it for people that want to come out here, and they'll look at other avenues. They will. They won't want to swallow that price.
Tourism is a big moneymaker for Thailand, from what I see.
It is.
And yeah, you're right. I think they're going to have to reevaluate how they're treating the you know, people that want to retire here as far as costs.
Exactly. I think they need to look into that.
Anti-stress kiss. And is it possible to ask Darlene to have a walkthrough in a store with focus on women's healthcare stuff? That's a
good question.
Yeah.
There you go, honey. I know you're listening in the bedroom. Let us know what you think about that. Do a women's healthcare walkthrough, and you hold the camera, and you do the.
Jackie walks those aisles constantly, and I'm sitting there looking at the time like,
that might be something to think
the girls will love it.
Yeah.
Wendy, do all the restrooms along the beach charge $5 baht to use?
No, you must have been talking about the video walkthrough I did yesterday of Jomtien all the way to Pratimac Hill on the beach. And that one there does charge 5 cents, 5 baht to use. It's not a lot of money. What I find is all you got to do is just walk into Starbucks or Amazon Coffee. They got toilets. Just walk in there and go use their toilets. But they never say anything. And Matt G sends a $5 super thanks and says, thanks for all the info and entertainment, gentlemen. And God bless you too, Matt. Thank you. It's not required to send us these super thanks. We do appreciate it. It keeps us going in our coffees, but it is not required. But thank you all so much for doing it and showing your appreciation for what we're trying to do for the channel.
I think it's a sign that they're happy.
I do.
You know what I mean? And hey,
I do.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Willie Shoemaker, example, Doucet will only do a 1-year lease, or is it just my situation?
No. Right now, because it is high season, they are looking for the 1-year lease. But if you come towards the end of high season, you can rent it on a monthly basis because they're happy to get the business then. So, Willie, send me an email. I can reach out to Jeeb, who's our agent that we deal with here at Doucet Grand Part 2. Let me know your dates and when you want to come, and let me see if I can work some magic for you. I can only but talk to her. She's a great friend of mine, and she's helped a lot of our subscribers. So reach out to us at cooperstieadventure@gmail.com, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Dr. Carlos, speaking of gambling, where are the closest casinos to Jomtien?
Outside of Thailand. Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia,
yeah, okay.
Philippines. They all have casinos. And just last week, it was announced in the Bangkok Post that the vice president of Thailand is in favor of Thailand opening its own licensed casinos. And it's going to be going up in front of Thai Parliament in December to have a vote on. And there's a very good chance they may vote yes, because
it'll be a moneymaker.
Yeah, it will be a moneymaker.
Yep.
And I think it'll be a great opportunity for Thailand. It'll bring in a lot of tourists.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Canada, I remember when they opened their first one in Windsor, people, they took all the American business back in because there was none in Detroit.
Yeah.
Then Detroit opened, and now,
well, Thailand's realizing not only are the foreigners going to these other places to go to the casino, but the Thais are too.
Yeah.
You and I did a visa run, and we did it in Laos, and we stayed at a casino hotel.
Nice.
Yeah. You and I were the only foreigners there. Everybody else was Thai in the casino. And it was packed with people, absolutely jam-packed with people.
It was cheap there. Remember, I think we paid like 500 baht a night, like
for the room.
Bucks. It was a hell of a nice room.
The food was cheap, and the food was good.
And they're a casino wanting to attract business. You know what I mean? Make it cheap and people gamble.
Yeah.
I got beat on my 2 aces. I couldn't believe it. Scott Richmond, hi guys. A question about electricity. You say the condos run on 220 volts. So does that mean an electric shaver or a laptop computer from USA not work? How do you charge your cell phones?
Okay, to answer that question, Scott, what you'll find is electric shavers. At the bottom of them, there'll be a little slot for a coin, and you turn it to the right or left, and it switches from 110 to 220 for your electric shavers. Now, laptops, like what I'm talking to you on now, all of them are dual voltage, so they'll work. They got the transformer before you get to the plug in the wall. Halfway down the cat cable, you're going to see a transformer. It sort of looks like this, and it'll say on there that it's dual voltage. Also, cell phones are dual voltage. All cell phones will work on 110 or 220. They're dual voltage as well, so you won't have a problem with that. The main people that have problem with that tend to be the women with the blow dryers or the curling iron or the straighteners or stuff like that. They buy them in the States, and they are restricted to 110.
Yeah.
And they go to plug them in here, they overheat, they blow up, and that's the end of them. So you shouldn't have a problem with electric shaver or a laptop. just make sure and check it. Check the thing on there. It'll say it in clear writing that it's dual voltage 110, 220. Also check your electric shaver, see if it's got that little slot at the bottom of it where you can put a 1-cent coin and just turn it to the other voltage. My advice for you, brother.
Willie Shoemaker, I appreciate the offer to help.
And you're more than welcome, brother. That's what we're here for, to try and help as many people as we can.
Chris Foster, hello to the three amigos. If making a trip to Colarn, would you spend more than a day trip or maybe spend a couple of days?
Now, we've gone there twice as a day trip. You came once with us. They do have hotels on the island, and it is a beautiful island. I enjoyed the day trips, but I'd love to spend a weekend there on the island because I'd like to see what it's like when all the tourist boats go out and you have the island to yourself.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. And you can rent motorbikes on the island. Yep. They even have the golf buggies that you can rent and drive around the island. There's a beautiful temple right at the top of the mountain on the island. So yeah, I would. I'd be all up, and I know my wife would, for spending a weekend there and enjoying it. Maybe a 2-3 day weekend.
It'd be nice to do, and they got Amazon coffee there on the beach, so aircon
and 7-Eleven. Yep. So they got plenty of restaurants and coffee shops. Yeah.
Malcolm Hawken, g'day, Coop, Starlene, and Brooke. A little late this morning, but here now.
And thank you for joining us, Malcolm. Much appreciated, brother.
Willie Shoemaker, definitely use Wise for transfers. I use them after using Zoom, Western Union for years. The exchange rate Wise offers is huge, and it's he's right there.
Yeah, because it's very close to the actual rate that they're offering online. So fantastic! It's better than any exchanges that you have here in Thailand, including in the bank.
It's funny. Where I first found Wise, Coop, was doing my research on the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I found out, through the videos and that Filipinos, OFWs, foreign workers, all used Wise. Yeah. And I thought, well, geez, if they're using Wise, it must be something good about it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Exchange rates.
Exactly. Yeah. You realize that. So that's like 2.5 years ago I've had it. It works great. The Music Sanctuary. Thanks, Brooke. Like the old 2-step BMO to Wise. Wise to the bank account. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what you'll probably find out doing. And check with BMO to see what their rate is. You don't have to send any money. And you know what? I'd still send $10 through BMO so it's working. And then, in case of emergency. Sardina A. Hi, guys. Good to see you both. This year, I hear many say there are less people in Pattaya than many previous years.
That's
it might
true.
Be just a half-high season, high airfares, and inflation in the West.
And you're right. They were expecting tourism here to be flooding in. We're at the end of we're on the 1st of November actually today, and it was Halloween last night when we went to the party.
That's right.
So 1st of November today, they were expecting a lot of tourists, and it's just not happening.
No.
They're actually at 30 to 40% of what they were expecting to arise and come here in Thailand. The landlords already started to put their prices up for high season, expecting tourism. You told me the other day that you went past the car rental place at the end of Second Road in Pattaya. And they always had a banner with the prices for
$8,000 for the monthly rental, and now it's $12,000.
It's jumped up $4,000.
Like a week.
Yeah, and they all do that for the high season. But I think right now, because the interest rates going up, people are afraid there's a recession that's going to be coming. There's a lot of uncertainties. You got wars going on in the world. You got the Ukraine one. You got Israel. And all the problems you got in the Middle East right now. People are scared to go on vacation, and that's driving it down. I think is what's happening right now.
People are being conscious of their savings.
Yeah.
Number one, it's earning great interest. So, do we want to spend it? Secondly, you're right about the airfares. They're up there in the stratosphere.
They always do a high season to raise the airfares.
And the fear and uncertainty with the economy and, the high interest rates, they're going to kill the economy. So I think people are hanging on to their money.
And they believe the Fed's going to raise the interest rate again this month. And
quarter
November.
point, they're thinking, but I don't think they will. They're stupid if they do, but.
Well, they may freeze it, or I don't think they're going to lower it. That's definitely not going to happen. They're either going to freeze it or raise it.
No, they're not going to lower it for a while.
But it is great for the retirees that are on a pension with their guaranteed income, to come out here. Perfect for them because there's just so many places that are open now and available, which is fantastic.
I think, Starlina, too, if this continues, as Coop mentioned, with the lower percentages coming, if that's maintained through the rest of the high season, I think the government's going to react in a positive way for tourism, like dropping fees or making it easier, let's say, to come here because they want it. They need it.
That's why they're really pushing for the 90-day tourist visa for the foreigners
big plus.
On arrival.
Yep.
They get that 90-day stamp, and they're pushing hard for that, and they're going to vote on it in December.
That'd be a great idea.
So looking forward to that.
Jeff Smith, morning, gents. Is the new government thinking of extending the visa on arrival beyond 30? Bingo.
I just mentioned that.
I know they recently did it for 2 countries, by the way, to go home in a week. Aussie Jeff. Oh, there's Aussie Jeff.
Yeah. And I bet you're not looking forward to going home, Jeff. No. But yes, they are working on it. And they're said in the Bangkok Post that there's going to be a vote in the Thai parliament in December. And they're pushing the prime minister is the one that's really heading all of this. And he's pushing to get it, for all Western countries, that you get that 90-day visa.
Be a smart idea.
Yeah. He wants to do like, because I mean, the Philippines are doing it. You got, Vietnam are doing it now, and a lot of other Asian countries are all wanting to jump on the same bandwagon. And he's seeing the light before, the thunder. And, he's saying, right, we need to jump on this same bandwagon, if not, we're going to end up losing out.
Andy Walker, Brooke, chess league once a week when I retire. Interested? Absolutely.
Yeah. And they play chess up there at Terminal 21, up there on the top floor by the cinema. The movie theater, they got the table set up with the chessboards, built into the table.
I haven't seen that, but I'd like to.
The marble tables, with all, the black and white markers on them.
Yep.
And you just bring your own chess pieces and you play. A
a
lot of people are doing it.
Definitely will get a league going.
Yeah.
Pete Johnson, hey, gents, bedtime here as it's 1 a.m. Wow, you've done well to stay up this late.
Yeah.
Have a great night and hope to catch up on Saturday's live stream.
And thank you for joining us, Pete. Much appreciated. Get a good night's sleep, brother.
Dennis L., we've been preparing for the last 3 months, remodeling the kitchen and master bath. I'm getting my motorcycle license this weekend and an international license afterwards.
And you're on the right plan. You're right in the ballpark of where you need to be, brother.
Check that shark. He's standing in the mouth. You see the...
Oh, yeah.
Nice pick, Dennis.
Yeah.
Anthony Wilson. I used to make Lucky Charms
when I worked at the General Mills cereal. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I like those little marshmallows they had in there when I was a kid.
Willie Shoemaker. Hey, Brooke, would it be possible to let Bernadette get in touch with you or Jackie to get some info on what is needed for a Filipina to get married in Thailand? We want to get married in Thailand. Smart idea, and absolutely. Yeah, just email you and you'll forward it to me, and then I'll get back to you.
Email me, Willie, and just say in the email, Cooper, can you please forward this to Brooke? And I'll be more than happy to do that.
It's easy, Willie. So a lot easier than the Philippines, heavens to Betsy. So you'll be happy.
And he says next year. So that's when he's looking at coming out here.
Good. Wendy, so cash is king. How much of a percentage comes off the price?
Okay. What I found with our particular place, and when Brooke and I were looking at this, they wanted $15,000 a month. We said that we wanted to do a 1-year contract, and we're willing to pay 6 months in advance initially. How much of a discount would they give us? And they dropped it from 15 to 12.
20% discount.
Yeah.
Just on that.
Yeah. And then we got a phone call the day before we're going to move in by Jeeb. And she says, Mr. Cooper, she says, if you're willing to pay a 1 year in advance, we can drop it down to $10,000 for both you and Mr.
Another
Schneider.
20% discount. So, cash is king.
So cash is king, and that was the discount that we were able to get. And you'll find a lot of condominiums were willing to work with you like that. What we do is don't offer the year in advance in cash off the bat. Bring them down slowly. Say, okay, how much is it per month? And if they say it's 15, okay, well, what if I do a 6-month rental? You know, how can I get a discount? And they'll probably say, okay, we can drop it down to 13, and say, okay, well, what if I do a 1 year contract? Will you drop it down even more? They'll probably go down to 12 and say, okay, if I'm willing to pay $10,000 a month and I pay you cash up front, well, you know, can we make a deal? And I'll tell you what, a lot of them will say yes. A lot of them will. They'll drop that far.
And the ones that say no, turn around, start walking out the door,
and they'll call you back.
And they'll, wait, hang on now, let's talk. You know,
yeah.
You go
they'll call you back.
No, 10-5. No,
stick your ground. Stay your ground.
Stick your ground.
Yeah. It works out here. It does.
Thailand or bust. On a video of Chiang Mai, they mentioned resorts sold monthly passes to use the amenities. Do any of the local resorts in Jomtien or Wangamat offer this? We will most likely have to rent a house.
Yes, there are hotels here in Pattaya that you can pay to use their swimming pool and their gym facilities. And they'll do it by the day. I don't know about a monthly
Probably
pass.
They'd have a monthly if they do it.
I'm pretty sure they would, or a weekly.
Yep.
But I do know of a couple of hotels in Pattaya that do it. One is next to Treetops, and very nice hotel there. And they do let people come there for the day.
I did not know that. I
facilities.
learned something every day from you, Junior.
You can.
You're great. Great source of information.
I'm the one going around and talking to them.
I know.
So yeah, I'm getting all this great information. So, and I've even had hotels reach out to us and say, hey, will you come and vlog our hotel for us? So that's something that we're looking out. They're watching the videos and emailing us. So I'm getting a lot of emails that way as well.
Good.
So yeah, it's a great thing to do. And also, if you're looking at renting a house out here, a lot of the houses out here are in gated communities.
Yep.
Okay. So the houses already have a swimming pool and a gym there.
Well, there you go.
It's a communal one.
Yeah.
And I find the gated communities have the best swimming pools. And what I mean by best, the deepest.
Deepest, yes.
When you find the condominiums, they're all done to Thai style. Okay.
4 feet.
So they're sort of between 4 and 5 feet deep. I'm 6 foot tall. So I like to be able to swim.
Yep.
And I much prefer swimming in deeper water than shallower water. And the house projects that Darlene and I have looked at, the swimming pools tend to be 6 to 7 feet deep.
Oh, nice.
So they're smaller, of course. They've got the round sort of hotel style, swimming pools.
But at least you can dive.
At least you can dive in them. They're deeper and you can get a good swim in. And you don't feel like as you're swimming, your feet are dragging on the bottom of the pool. Yeah. So they're definitely a plus there.
Willie Shoemaker. Oh, and yes, Brooke. Willie Shoemaker is a famous horse jockey from Seattle. Well, I did not know that. I grew up with it, laughing out loud. And of course, I'm from Seattle. There you go.
So you stole his name.
Two Willies.
Look at that.
Seattle.
He stole his name.
Kentucky Derby winner he was. That's right.
Yeah.
Dennis L. Hopefully we'll be in Thailand by April 2024 for the New Year celebration.
And Songkran is a fantastic time to be in Thailand. We were here last Songkran.
Yep.
We were on the motorbikes trying to get from Pattaya back to Jomtien, and we got absolutely soaking wet. And we were trying to be sneaky.
Yep.
And you'd see the kids with a bucket of water at the side of the road, and you'd see them, and you'd slow down and get them to throw, because you go quick, and then you hit the brakes.
Yeah.
They throw the water. they miss you, you speed up and you drive through. We tried that so many times, but these dang little kids, they know that you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And they wait for you to stop and then get you.
He's got his buddy beside him. Only one throws and the other guy gets you.
Yeah, so they get you. And it's good because it's really hot.
It's all good fun
that time of year, and the water's nice and cold.
Cools you down.
So cools you down.
Actually.
Just make sure you don't carry your cell phone on you or put it under the seat in the motorbike if you're on a motorbike.
Yep.
You know, or get one of those lanyards, you know, with the plastic covers.
Plastic cover.
You know, the waterproof with the zip going across to put your cell phone in so it doesn't get wet.
Because you're going to get wet.
Yeah.
Anti-stress kit. I think I heard y'all say getting an international driver's license before arrival is a smart thing to do.
It is a smart thing to do. I recommend it, even though you can still do it without an international license, just your normal license. It's just the process takes a little bit longer. And by having the international license, it saves you a lot of time. You're in and out in the same day.
Anti-stress kit. For all the retirees there, haven't seen the obligatory shuffleboards in any of your videos.
To be honest, I haven't seen any shuffleboards out here.
No.
I'm sure there are shuffleboard clubs. I'll have to Google it and see if there are. But I know they got badminton clubs. They got golf clubs out here. Lots of golf courses here. I think there's like 5 or 6 golf courses out here. There's chess clubs out here. There's pool clubs out here. You know, volleyball on the beach. You see them playing that all the time.
Bocce courts either. You know, that was a big game in Florida when I was down here in the winters. But no, I haven't seen any shuffleboards. Chris E. Coop, have you been able to reschedule or schedule any showings of condos near Dusset? I like that area a lot.
And we did Dusset Grand Park 2, which is where we lived. We did this at Grand Park 1, and we're working with our agent of doing a couple of the other condos in this area. And also a week ago, Chris, we did the Orient, which is just around the back of us. So if you follow the road around past ours, it goes around in a circle back to Second Road. And we filmed that and one other nearby there. So we are getting around them. It's just getting the owners with the keys to let us in and get in there and film them. But yeah, stay tuned. We are working with Jeeb to film some of the ones that are across the road from us.
Even the ones Coop does on the beach aren't that far away from here.
Yeah.
You know, like 10-minute, 15-minute walk at max.
Yeah.
You know, so it might look differently on a map or, you know, when you're, you know, looking at the videos, but they're actually concentrated and, you know, very close.
Yeah, they are very close.
AJ Van Dorn, good morning, amigos. Good to finally meet you two last night. And to answer a previous question, no Cheerios.
No Cheerios. And thank you, AJ, for coming on and joining us. He organized the group for those to get together for Halloween, and he posted it on the Facebook group, Facebook group, and said, hey, let's do something for Halloween. How about we all go to Fraser's? And quite a few people responded, said they'd like to go. And he messaged me on WhatsApp and said, hey, Cooper, you know, we got this group going. Would you please come and join us? And I messaged back and said, yeah, sure, we'll come and join you, but shh, don't tell anybody. And he told me last night, he says, Coop, he says, I had one of the guys on the Facebook group asking if you were going to be there. Yeah, because he had to get up early and play golf the next day. And he was going to go if you were there. But I had to tell him I didn't know because you said, shh, keep it a secret. But I was only joking.
Yeah, you were joking.
So, yeah, but we had an absolutely great time. And AJ, fantastic to meet you guys from America. Really, really nice guy. And everybody that was there last night. Well done, AJ, for organizing that. Yeah, from Texas. Well done for organizing that event. And we're happy to participate.
Wendy, treasure hunting. Can someone metal detect on the beach? I've seen them.
Yes, I've seen metal detectors on the beach. Yes, you can do it here.
Anti-stress kit. Are the places like Dunkin' Donuts and KFC authentic to the originals, or do they have a Thai flair flavor?
Okay, the KFC definitely has a Thai flavor. It's not the same KFC that you get in the States. In the Philippines, it had a Philippine flavor. In Kuwait, it had a Kuwaiti flavor. England, it had a completely different flavor than California, you know. So, yeah. But the Dunkin' Donuts are pretty much the same as the States. I don't see any different in the Dunkin' Donuts, even the Dunkin' Donuts coffee, which I love because it's really strong coffee. Yeah. What would you say?
I don't eat KFC and I haven't tried Dunkin'.
But you've seen the Dunkin' Donuts around.
I've seen them around, but from Canada, like it's Tim Hortons all the way.
Yeah.
And you get spoiled with Tim Hortons. So I tried Dunkin' Donuts in the States once in Florida years ago, and it tastes like dishwater. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to bother with that.
Thank you when I'm drinking a mouthful of coffee there, Brooke. Really, really appreciate that.
So I found Panera Bread, and they had decent coffee in the States. But here, Amazon coffee is, you know, my go-to.
Yeah, I love Amazon coffee.
Chuck Pete, greetings from Tennessee, guys.
And thank you for joining us, Chuck. Much appreciated.
Andy Stress Kit, the shuffleboard question was a joke. Oh, don't do that.
But if you're interested in shuffleboard, I learned from one of our subscribers, Linda. She's I messaged her on the Facebook group, and she's big into cruise ships.
Okay.
And one of Darlene's bucket lists is to go on a cruise ship. She's always wanted to go on a cruise ship. So I asked Linda, I said, hey, I messaged her in the group chat so everybody could see it. So there's no point there's no problem putting this out here on the live stream today. And I asked her if she could give me some information of cruise lines that she takes. And she says there's a particular website that she uses, and the cruise lines come to Asia, and you can tour around Asia and go up to Europe and everything else. So it'd be great to take Darlene for her birthday, you know, as a birthday present for her. And so, and a stress kit. If you're interested in shuffleboard, get on a cruise ship, and there you go. Get on the old age pensioner cruise ship. Brooke will be there with you. He falls into that category. And
I love shuffleboard.
You can play your shuffleboard there on the deck.
Here.
And no Cheerios.
No Cheerios.
Yes, they do have Cheerios here.
Chris Foster, is it just me or is the Wise app confusing? I tried to draw money from my account to Wise account and want to be able to withdraw at ATM. They said it would take 5 to 7 days. I tried to speak, but impossible. There's phone numbers like to talk to a real agent. So Google that, you'll find them. But, you know, initially, if you're new to it, they want to see the funds actually hit your account before they release it. And that just makes sense, you know, the first time or two or three, maybe. With me now, the money goes into my Canadian bank account, say pension. I immediately am able to transfer it to Wise, and immediately from Wise into my bot account. And I guarantee you, Wise hasn't got that money yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's, you know, the trusting factor. I've been there 2.5 years, never had an issue. So you know, unless it is instantaneous, which
but they can see the money on the computer.
Yeah, I think that's it. They can see it there because sometimes, you know, I've tried to do another withdrawal maybe a week later or 3 days, say 3 days later or 2 days, and it's stopped because it's put on pause. Because they haven't received the money yet on the first one. So that's, you know, that was an issue. But, you know, once you know it.
So once you got a couple payments through you, Chris, from what I understand, Brooke's saying, it gets easier and easier.
And once the bot's in, once your money's in Wise, you know, you can switch it to bot and use the Wise at the ATM. Or if you have a Thai bank account, you can switch it immediately from Wise to your Thai bank account, and you'll have your bank debit card to get the money out at the ATM. So you should be okay. But Google those phone numbers and get a hold of a live agent and, you know, say, here's my issues. Why is that? And they should have an answer.
Yeah.
Willie Shoemaker again. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate your channel and all the help you're offering. We are very much looking forward to meeting you guys. It is a big relief that Bernadette will have fellow Filipinos
to talk to, and she will. There are 8 out here right now, and I'm expecting by the end of the year, based on the emails that I'm getting, probably another 8 to be here before New Year.
Yeah.
So there'll be almost 20 Filipinos out here. So it'll be a nice little community for her.
Bob and his Filipino wife, Erlyn, were in Dumaguete for 5 years.
Yes.
I heard that. I said, Bob, you deserve a medal. He's tickled pink here. He's smiling every day you see him.
Yeah.
Wendy at Chris Foster, Wise is confusing in the beginning. I still make mistakes because I don't use it a lot. I forgot. Willie Shoemaker to talk with. Yeah, they'll be yakking up the chismas.
Yeah.
Anti-stress kit. We heard the salty air from the sea can damage electronics, laptops, etc. Any recommended solutions?
Well, where we are, I got to be honest, we're probably, what would you say, 800 yards from the beach, thereabouts?
Yeah,
900 yards thereabouts from the beach.
Yeah.
We don't have a problem. All our electronics are out on the balcony. Well, what I mean by that is our wash machines, and I've seen no sign of salt damage or rust or anything like that here.
Same here, nothing. No.
Yeah, like you do get in the West. You don't get a lot of wind here. Coming across from the ocean, you get a little breeze, which feels nice. But as far as the strong winds that come across with the salt in the air and damaging things, I've done quite a lot of condominium tours on the beach road in Jomtien, and those that had wash machines, again, I didn't see any rust or damage on them. So
I've never heard anyone say anything about that being an issue.
No,
no.
Yeah. I must have been, and I've been to some of the older condominiums that are like 10 years old.
Yeah.
That have got the older upright wash machines, the top loaders.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't see any rust on them. And I did a couple of them on Beach Road as well in Jomtien and also in Prachamak Hill. And I didn't see any rust damage on any of them, I must admit. So it doesn't seem to be a problem here.
Not that I've heard.
Or that I've seen.
There you go, Cooper.
There's my wife, Darlene G Vlog. She says, if you can't find Cheerios, just order in Lazada, 319 baht. And Lazada is great for ordering a lot of stuff that you can't get here in Thailand. You order it on there and it gets delivered straight to your front door, and it's COD, cash on delivery. You don't have to pay for it in advance.
Jackie seems to be using Lazada a lot.
So does Darlene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Every other day, she's got something coming on there.
But when it's only 100 baht or 150 baht, it's...
And here you go. My wife says, I just checked, and yes, it's available here. Lazada has a pretty good reputation here.
Yep.
So there you go for your Cheerios.
That's good news. Randy, KE8 Sorry if you answered this earlier. Could you repost Mr. Singh's email? For some reason, I couldn't find it in the other video. I see his Facebook and some other links, but missed the email. But that would be on his Facebook page, would it not?
Yeah, it's on his Facebook page. His email, all his contact details are on there. So all he's got to do is just go to Mr. Singh's.
I think it's Thailand Visa Pattaya, isn't it? Or Thai Visa Pattaya.
Yeah, but as far as his email,
it'll be on there.
It's on his Facebook page.
I don't recall it.
Yeah, so just go on his Facebook page and he put the link on there for all his details.
Yeah. Chuck Pete, my wife of 19 years is also Filipina.
And that's absolutely great. Get her out here and get her into the group. She'll absolutely love it.
Mark Schaefer, is there any way to ship box loads of stuff from the States to Thailand like they have for the Philippines?
Yes, you can. And what I've advised people to do is don't use people like UPS or any of those big shipping agents, because they charge you by the weight. And it's a colossal amount. What we did when we wanted to ship all our stuff from Kuwait, we did it sea freight. Okay, it takes about a month, 6 weeks to get there, but do it a month, 6 weeks before you're leaving.
Right.
So that way, when you get there, it's already there, or it's going to be there a day or two after you arrive.
Yeah.
And it's a heck of a lot cheaper because you only pay for the space, not the weight. So you can do like they do for the Philippines. They call them the balikbayan boxes, which we did. And it is a heck of a lot cheaper. Just go on Sea Freight, go on Google and search it, and you'll find shippers that ship everything worldwide and compare the prices. There's loads of them to compare, and a lot of them will even arrange to pick it up at your house and do door-to-door delivery. So
now this box loads of stuff, Mark, you can buy anything you need here. Like, forget bringing clothing, because you can buy it here cheaper than cheaper in the West. If you're thinking of kettles or air fryers, you can get all that stuff here, for good prices. So, I mean, my point is the cost of shipping some of that stuff, ascertain, do you really need it? Now, if it's mementos or, you know, things like that, then yeah, you got to, you know, bring it.
Yeah.
The other option is to check with your airline. You know, you usually give 1 or 2 things free, but, you know, you can pay for an extra one, you know, up to 50 kilo or whatever it is, 50 pounds probably. And, you know, that might be a cheaper way too.
Yeah, all depends.
Yep.
Maybe he's like me. He's into PlayStation and Xbox, and then he got.
Then you want to bring that.
Then he wants to bring them, and he's got like boxes full of games that he wants to bring with him as well. So who knows?
Toby Woods, you guys have a good one. Off to bed.
And take care, Toby. Thank you for joining us, brother. Much appreciated.
Thanks for another great live, Toby.
And thank you too, brother.
Phil L, I recommend keeping some money in your Wise USD account and getting the 4.3 APY. Yeah, they do pay interest on money in the account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you not watch my video on Wise, Junior?
Anyways, no, I did like you did when I'm doing my videos. I fell asleep.
Yeah. No, I think it's US dollar accounts, euros, and English pounds. That they'll pay the interest rates. They do fluctuate a bit, but yep. And then you can take advantage of the exchange rate if it gets better.
Darlene says, Randy just sent us an email. I can forward you his calling card. There you go. Okay, thank you, he says.
Wendy, ever used Amazon? If so, how are the fees?
Okay, Amazon they do have here in Thailand. And
it's limited though, isn't it?
It is, but I gotta remember, it's been a while since I used it. I know that if you spend a certain amount on Amazon, that it's free. The fees are free. You know, the shipping fees are free. I think it's if you spend over $200, the shipping fees are free on Amazon. One of you correct me here if I'm wrong. I remember it was that case in the Philippines, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same case here in Thailand. That if you spend a certain amount, the shipping fees are free. And yeah, a lot of people do use Amazon over here.
Anthony Wilson, Amazon shipping is almost twice the price. So it depends on the item, I guess.
Twice the price of what? Is there another shipping that's even cheaper? Maybe she's referring to the Lazada or something like that, or Shein, because there are quite a lot of places out there. Excuse me. My wife says Wendy James is always using Amazon, pretty expensive. I just stay in Lazada and Shopee. And there you go. They seem to be the two cheapest ones out here and are the direct competitors to Amazon.
Any stress kit? Thanks, Darlene. 319 baht is lots of moolah. Is that for maybe for a 5 kilo sack?
There you go, babe. That's one for you to answer. How big was it?
Wendy at Darling, thanks. Can't find what I need on Lazada or Shopee. Okay.
Oh, what is it you're looking for, Wendy? Maybe we can help you find it out here.
Ate Lin, Lazada in Philippines are totally scam. Our friends ordered car shock absorber worth 8K pesos, probably, eh?
Yeah.
And then when they deliver one piece of napkin, that's why we are afraid of ordering Lazada in Philippines.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Philippines.
Yeah, lots of scams over there.
Darlene.
My wife says, are you on Facebook group? I'll post it in the group later. So there you go. And Wendy says, yes. And followed on with the last comment, says, thank you. And we are at 1 hour and 44 minutes. And that is the end of the question segment. There's no more questions and banners here. Oh, one just popped up. We're about to head off. And women's stuff. There you go. You're gonna get along with my wife like a house on fire, Wendy. So yep, she loves all the women's stuff. And Scotch Richmond says this $10 super thanks and says thank you guys for all you do. God bless you, Scott. Really appreciate it. And thank you all for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure, our YouTube channel. Thank you for coming on to the live stream and joining us. We really do enjoy talking to each and every one of you, answering all your questions, not sugarcoating anything, giving you the direct facts as we are here, boots on the ground, and the way we see it. And We really would love to meet you all in person. I'm not one of those YouTubers that I just want you to view my videos and then I have no time for you when you're asking me questions. I'm here to answer all your questions, to answer your emails. I don't charge you any money, and I would absolutely adore to meet each and every one of you in person. You're all welcome to come out here and join us, and I hope to see you soon. So we're going to say our goodbyes here.
Work on your plan, retire early.
And
you're going to love it here.
My lovely bride is on Facebook, but not me. And Dennis says, good night. Good night to you, Dennis. Wendy, God bless, and God bless you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Andy Stretzky, awesome, plus. Thank you so much. And from Darren Cooper, me at Cooper's Tie Adventures, and Mr. Brooke Snyder. Thank you guys so much, and gals, for coming on and joining us. Until the next live stream, take care. God bless you all, and stay tuned.